Alright guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden. Today we are back with Devin Townsend on the channel for the first time in a long time. This is going to be Higher, live from 2017. This is when he still had Devin Townsend project on the go. I know the song very well. I've heard it live before. Not this version. I heard the live in, was it Pludvid? If I can say it correctly. I don't have the name right in front of me, and I can't remember how to say it at this moment. I was kind of hoping there would be a video of it on the side. Oh, there we go. Plovdiv. I've heard that version. I haven't heard this one, and I see that Nick is here for this one, so I kind of want to hear it, especially because any chance I can do Devin on the channel. Being an artist I know very well, I've seen him 3 times live. He's an amazing musician. He's one of my favorite musicians of all time, along with Iron Maiden. They both hold #1 spot for my favorite groups of all time. I like to get him on the channel when I can. Before I get into this, it is a longer one, it's almost 10 minutes, but before we get into it, I have a Discord server now where you can chat with me and others and keep up to date with everything with me, including when I go live on my Twitch gaming channel. If you guys are interested in that, the link is in the description. Just wanted to put that out before we jump in. Let's do it. Let's jump into Devin. I'm excited. We only got 720p. Oh well. I do believe, yeah, this has lyrics on screen too if you don't already know them. I don't know how I hadn't heard this. I've heard other songs from the same show, but I haven't heard Higher.
Dedicate this song to the flying unicorns.
Well, I love that. Before they really get into it here, I have to say this song is, a lot of reactors are told to check out the EMG Kingdom video. I really wish this song was picked a lot more, only because it's not his best song ever at all, but it shows so many elements of his career in one song, in my opinion, besides, you know, the heavy blast beat, super growly Devin. That's basically the one that you miss in this, but you get a feel of all the rest of his career in this song. And actually, you still get a heavy section in this song, and it's not like Strapping Young Lad levels or Deconstruction as much, but it's still there. So I kind of take that statement back a little bit. So far, sounds good. Quality seems pretty good. Let's continue. He's also being his funny self as always, dedicating the song to the flying unicorns. Actually, this is the last tour I seen him on as well. I do believe this is the last time I seen him was the same year. Maybe the year before. Oh, I love when they sing together. The chemistry is so good. So like, you could tell she wanted to go for the long note that they did the first time, but he chose to change it up and he cut his note back sooner, and she just like stopped at the exact same time he did. She was completely ready to stop on his cue, which was, it's just good chemistry. These two have played together so many times in the past, crazy amount of times. She's played on most of his albums that come out nowadays. She's at least a feature on it. I know that he's mentioned before he just really loves her as a person, and just her voice just suits his music, is what he has said in the past. He just loves making music with her. It's just sometimes you just find that connection with another musician and you just go for it, and you can feel it when they play live together. I really wish I could see them play live together. I haven't had that opportunity. Every time I've seen, the times I've seen Devin was when he was on tour with Monuments and Animals as Leaders was the first time. That was his night to headline. I guess they were switching each show. Animals Leaders would headline one night, Devin did the other. He headlined that show. That was in Montreal. Montreal again for Heavy Montreal the next year, or 2 years after that. I got to see him again. And then the last tour with the Devin Townsend project. Actually, the backdrop here is the shirt that maybe you've seen me wear on the channel before for Transcendence. I got to see him on that tour for their last one. At the time, we didn't know it was their last one, but yeah, crazy. Let's continue. It's a long one, but I know a lot about Devin, so I do want to talk about it when I have the chance. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, well, I love that part. I love that change up, and this is again why I would choose this song to be the first listen to anybody, even over Deadhead live at Royal Albert Hall, or the trilogy of Funeral, Bastard, and the Death of Music. That one is the runner-up. That I wish everybody had the chance to do those three songs as their first song, but I understand why someone wouldn't, not knowing Devin, would do those three songs. I have to mention how much one of my favorite members of the group, besides Devin, Ryan on the drums, has always been one of my top 5 drummers playing with Devin. I just love his style. He's not the... If you want to talk about best drummers in the world, like I mentioned on the channel a bunch of times, I look at like Marco Miniman, Gavin Harrison, I've never really said it, but Neil Peart's always going to be there just for the legacy. Like he's not my top one like most people, but I have to put him on that list just for what he's brought forward and probably the influence to a lot of these bigger drummers as well. I also put Ryan on there, even if he's not up there on the technicality level, but just his playing style is so unique to him, and it's very great style. I just love it, and I love the sounds that he goes for with his kit and all that. It's just amazing. let's continue. I'm sorry, I got into it and I had to bang through that part. So I had to fix my headset right quick. Let's keep going. It's like deconstruction-ish level at this point, but not really. Before he keeps going, this actually sounds really amazing. I think this was just like the recording from that whole weekend from Rockpalast as well. I don't think this was Devin's crew doing it. So this would have been whoever's doing soundboard and video and all that. Props to them, because that's rare that happens with a festival. If that's the case, I do believe this was just shot from like festival footage. That's better. Even better. Man, it sounds really good, man. I'm still kind of dumbfounded by that. Oh, I love the next part. When he comes back in singing up here and there. Ooh.
Every time you turn on the news, guys, they try to tell you life is shit. Don't believe it, it's beautiful.
That's so Devin. That's beautiful, man. Whew. I'm not going to stop it again until the end now. We're almost there anyway. Yes. Beautiful.
You guys ready for Megadeth?
Megadeth after. All right. What an amazing musician. I love that. You should put that on a shirt. Every day you turn on the news and they try to tell you life is shit. Don't believe them. It's beautiful. That's how it feels every single time I've been to a Devin Townsend concert. I've straight up cried of joy. Like every single time. All three. Every time. I'm not ashamed to say it at all either. He puts on such an amazing show. I think it's a mixture of just seeing your favorite artist. He is known for layering a lot of tracks, so it has the wall of sound that's just hitting you the whole time. He's genuinely just nice person, super funny. What was it? I remember I met him. He had a meet and greet at the Heavy Montreal one. That's also my profile, my picture here on YouTube for the channel. That's me and the guys from the Devin Townsend project with Devin there. And I remember I thought it was hilarious that when I got to him, he talked to me about the weather, which is like the most typical thing to talk about. It was a beautiful day in Montreal, and he talked to me about the weather. And I was like, I felt like it was such like a Devin thing to talk about, like just the most typical thing. And I was like, no, yeah. And I remember it was weird. I was like I was in line for probably 15 minutes. Like there was a lot of people. Like it was like maybe like a 30-second thing for each person to take picture. Out of all the people in front of me, before it got to me, not one person asked to have a picture with the whole band. Everyone just wanted a picture with Devin. That was it. I was the first person out of all that line to ask to get a picture with the whole band. I was like, how can you not? These guys are amazing that play with them. I was like, how can you guys only be here to take a picture with Devin? I was like, the rest of the guys are amazing too. I thought that was... I was dumbfounded by that. And then after I did, of course, then I noticed some other people wanted to do it as well. And yeah, no, it was an experience. Just seeing him live, man. Like I can just guarantee you down there in the front row, someone was having the time of their life, like the best time of their life. One of his big fans that just happened to make it to the front was, possibly even there could have been someone there seeing him for the first time. It's just crazy live show. He's hilarious, does so many funny things, as you've known. If you know him and why and all of his things, then you know. It's crazy. It's crazy. He did an amazing job here. Him and Annette together sounded amazing here. The sound quality was great. Much better than I thought it would be, truthfully. Oof. This song is like just a great mixture of his career, in my opinion. It's probably one of the best ones for his whole career. Obviously, there's a few other songs you could pick as well for that, but I feel like this is one of them, and it should be one of the go-tos to show Devin's style, because a little rant at the same time about Kingdom EMG. As much as it's a great song, it's more of a shock factor. When you're doing it as a reaction, you're mostly getting a shock factor from the reactor. You're getting his beautiful belted cleans and then his growls, and that's what you get. You don't get the band there with him. You don't get the full effect of Devin, I find. And that's why I always find it great when they finally move on to Deadhead and see there's another side of him. But again, being able to see everything he can do in one video is even better, because I feel like you get them to come back even more than just seeing him do that one thing. That might just be me, but hey. But anyway, we've talked about Devin on the channel before and what he can do and his music, so I'm gonna let's go there because we're already at 20 minutes. I just realized, and I will keep talking. Again, with him being one of my favorite artists, I can keep going, and we will definitely do more when he releases more new music. Actually, if there's any new music in the quarantine besides like I've already seen his rendition of like Why. Like there's basically nothing I haven't heard at this point. Even some of the old rare stuff we covered a lot of it on the channel. Like 2-3 years ago, we were going through some of his first albums that I had kind of missed to a degree. But if anything new drops, we'll be on it for sure. So if you guys enjoyed, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when I drop new videos. And as always, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later.